Hello friends and welcome to another Bluebird Art Studios video. My name is Miss Emma and today we'll be painting a ladybug with watercolors. For this project you'll need a pencil, a Sharpie, a selection of paintbrushes, watercolor paper, watercolors, a testing strip of paper, a sponge, and a cup of water. Let's get started. So the first step for this project is to sketch out the circle of the ladybug's body. We'll make a rounded oval shape, slightly up and left from the center of the page. I'm sketching out very lightly with my pencil so that we can adjust later as needed. Now, after we've gotten this basic shape, we'll make a half circle for the head of the ladybug on the top right. This will come out from about here, circle around, and curl back into the oval. Now we're going to make a curved line that's going to separate the wings of the ladybug, starting here and ending about here. Now we draw the dots for the ladybug. I'm going to have one at the base of its neck. This will go over both of the wings. I'll add one more up here, one down from this, and a third full one on the front wing. Now I'll do a half circle to make the appearance of one in the back, then an even smaller sliver about halfway through this wing, and a larger one at the very back. Now we can draw the antenna of the ladybug. I'll curve these outward from the head. Finally, we'll add its legs. I'll do one at the top going up and over, one in the middle going up and over to the other side, and the one in the back going up and again over to the left side. We'll draw the same legs on the closest side of the ladybug, but make them a bit longer to show the perspective. And finally the one at the back. After you finish this, we're going to switch to our Sharpie and go over all of the pencil lines that we have made. And after we have finished going over everything with our Sharpie, we can take our pencil eraser and make sure we don't have any pencil lines coming out from under the Sharpie. At this point, we are ready to start our watercolors. Since we have a lot of black that we're going to add to this, I'm going to start with the lighter colors to avoid any possible mistakes. So we'll begin doing the green background. We can use our water, sponge technique to make sure we have the right amount of water on our brush. Then we can take some green paint and start mixing it on our mixing palette. And we'll just keep bringing more paint to the mixing palette until we have enough green to cover our background. Alright, I made a good amount of green here, so I'm going to take my test paper and make sure it's a good color. Now we'll just begin painting in our background, being careful to go around the Sharpie lines of the ladybug and its legs. Now, once our green is mostly dry, I'm going to stay with the large brush and mix up some bright red for the ladybug's body. To make sure this red is as bright as it can be and to make sure it doesn't look pink, I'm also going to add a touch of orange to my mixing palette. I will test out the color we've made and then bring it to the painting. For this red, I'm just going to paint in all the areas on the body of the ladybug that are not its dots. Be very careful and use the tip of your brush as you go around the Sharpie that outlines these dots. Okay, now after this layer is dry, we can begin mixing up a black color. I'll do the water, sponge technique, and then I'll start bringing some black to the top of my mixing palette. We'll try to make this as concentrated and dark as possible. Now using my medium brush, I'm going to start painting in the head of the ladybug. And then staying with the same brush, I'm going to move on to the big dots. Now we can switch to our small brush, and I'll use the same black and start painting in the rest of the dots. After we're done with the dots, we can move on to the antenna and the legs. After you've finished the legs and antenna, we are done with our painting. Thanks for watching, creative friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you've had fun creating this masterpiece with me today. We'd love to see what you've painted, so feel free to share your art with us. I'll see you next time, and stay artsy.